This is, yes, so this is just a look at this map just for prosperity. Today is the 6th of May and it's 15 minutes to midnight. Then it will be the 7th of May. It shall be Thursday. But I wanted to look at this special map that I have set up. And what are we doing here? We're taking stone here and we're bringing it to the goods production plant. And I guess when you see a site like that there's nothing piled up here, then that's functioning pretty well. So it's going to the stone facility, which is here, I believe. And that's pretty good. This is one of my towns. I've just got 2 towns and built this map myself. This is Malton, and we're over 800 people, and it's just, whoops, it's just 1909, so that's not bad for 1909. And you can see in terms of the tools and the construction materials, I'm doing pretty well. 90%. This has dropped a bit, 80%. I wonder why that's dropped. Now the thing about this map is I've only got 2 towns. I put one here and I put one here, and I'm basically making it easy on myself because I put just the industries that I'll need, which is basically just these 2. It's the same in both towns, and I put them in a not too difficult place to get, you know, really, because I wanted to kind of micromanage things, and I wanted to deal with the infrastructures within the towns. In other words, the transporting the people around the towns, and also I put in a train link here with 2 different trains, which is working pretty well, I think. Oh my goodness, working better than I thought. 126 out of 126. So yeah, I've made this map pretty straightforward because I just want to see what happens when you're able to supply most of the materials you need. And oh, I can see it's very laggy here. Is that because I've got a lot going on? I don't know. Look at all these people. Holy crap. My God, that's one busy station. But well, I think my guys here are doing a pretty good job. I mean, I've got quite a big fleet of everything. I mean, I've got a lot of trucks on every line, and like I said, I did play this before, and I had 4 towns, and I just find when you have 4 towns, it's very difficult to keep an eye on everything, micromanage everything. But here, if I turn on the industries, it's just really an experiment to see what happens if you can supply both your towns if they keep growing. And we haven't really got to the modern age yet, but I want to see how well I can manage the traffic and everything when it starts to develop. I also want to put in some transport routes along the river if I can. Although I'm not sure what kind of boats I'm going to get through here. It doesn't look like a lot of room. So at the moment, both places are quite big. And it is pretty straightforward what I'm doing. Now, these guys doing? Well, that's, I guess, pretty good as well. They're collecting the stuff and they're going that way. They're collecting the tools. Is it 15 are collecting the tools? No, they're bringing the wood. I can't get back. So at the moment I've got a really good system going here. Oops. This is a bit unimpressive. There's an awful lot of stuff waiting here. Am I down on the... No. So I can't. You might think, oh, you should increase this line, put more trucks on it, but to be honest, I've got lots of trucks on this line. Speed it up a bit. I just don't think the town needs any more at the moment. I think it's kind of up to capacity with what it's getting, and so I'm not going to empty that. But when the town grows, there's going to be plenty of material there to grow with it, so that's pretty good. I mean, you can see a 227 and it's pretty maxed out. I constructed this bridge to get my planks over from the sawmill here. That worked out quite well. Beautiful bridge. I'm really at the beginning here in terms of the automobiles available. These things are the basic. I'm not sure if they're even still, they may still be some kind of steam generated things. And then back down on my second place, I think we're lacking something here, are we? Well, we're kind of lacking in the tools department, which is here, and that's because I reckon we could really do with getting more planks, more wood, and we're not getting planks because we're not getting enough logs. Line 7, I'm gonna just line 7, what do we have? 10. I'm gonna increase that by 10. I'm gonna try and get a lot more of these logs to the sawmill. Same thing here. I'm line 8. I would imagine this has only got 10 as well, has it? Yep. Only problem with this is I may clog up the road a little bit because it's too early in history to start putting down better roads. Now, is there another one here? There is. Line 18, I believe. Line 18. So again, this was one of the later ones I added. Ah, that's already got 20. Okay. Hopefully that's going to increase the supply of wood to here. There they go. These are all my new vehicles. They may get this thing having more than like 2-3 logs at a time, which in turn will hopefully send more planks to this thing, which in turn will allow this to build up, and that should take a few minutes, but that might do something here. Let's see. What else was there? Yeah, I was looking at this very successful train. Oh, 2 trains, I missed that. 1 train has just left, this one. And it's got 104 people and you've got 14. Well, that's understandable. The first train took everybody. So this is working great, these 2 trains. I don't know if I'm going to need another train. I had to put in a second line all along here. It was a little bit difficult because I had to delete the station at the other end and rebuild it. I'm kind of curious as to where all the, you can see them here. See, I've only got 2 towns. Normally in this situation, if there was another town, the third one, you could send buses from here to the next town. But these people are going into the commercial and industrial places in this town, which is called, what's it called? Early. I also have a bus service running. You can see here. Got lots of buses on this road. All these little things here are buses. These things. And what's happening here, which is very early for this to happen. My God, look how slow it is. This is line 10 and I really need to I need to upgrade it though. Those things are really, they're too slow. I'm sure I've got something else available now. Let's see, for passengers, do I have a bus of some kind? Yes, I do. I'm going to take those. That is 40, so I've got 40 of these buses traveling from one line to the other, and well, straight away you can see they're moving a lot quicker than the other things. I'm just going to slow it down a bit because these are really cool. Let me have a look at these guys. They're wonderful looking. It takes there's so many of them going now that well, it's not very nice to see this, but this one's completely empty. So I may have to check this line. Maybe I've got too many buses. I'm just wasting money if it's empty. These are great buses. Can you imagine sitting on top there? Maybe, no, it would be. It's pretty safe. Let me just speed up the journey here and go back in. So the problem I can see here, even at this early stage in the game, because it is only around 1910, is that the roads are getting busy already. That's what I want to work on this time. I want to really put a huge motorway in here, which is why I put the railway as far to the left as I'm looking here as possible, because I want to put in a big motorway. I want to put in one-way systems going up and down. I may have to do that sooner than I think. Well, I can't until motorways become available. So here comes this bus. Oh, I've got more things available. I'm just going to have a look in the town and see how busy the bus stops are. I'm doing well in terms of money. I've got something like 78 million or something. And with this situation I have here, it's pretty handy because all I need to do is keep reinvesting in the two products I've got for each town. I don't have lots of different towns, so it's easier to keep an eye on it. Right, so is this one of these bus stops that are packed? Nope. We took 2 people. I don't see a lot of bus stops, to be honest. There's one. I don't see anybody at the bus stops, and I guess that's a good thing. It probably means I've got the whole thing well covered, and the people are being taken care of. Not good here though, because I've got like 40 buses going up and down on this route, and I'm going to check immediately to see if this is line 10. I can go in here and just check off line 10 and see how many of these buses are doing any business. 000. Line 10. 33. Okay, well, that means to me I can have this particular line. There's no need for 40 buses. It was necessary at the beginning. Each of these buses was full, but I think now with the train and everything, not so successful, so I'm gonna knock it down to 20, I think. What's that? 28. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 23. 1, 2, 3. 20. Everything went quiet all of a sudden. Why is that? I don't know. Am I still recording? Yes, I'm still recording. Okay. I can see my rail line here. Okay, so that's cool. Oh, there's a train coming. There it is. Two trains. It's a train race. Well, with these two big trains here, they're both the same kind. Yeah. No, they're not actually. Alright, so you... Yeah. What line is this? Line 17. I want to upgrade one of these trains. Line 17. I don't know which it is now. Which one of these trains has not got the best... I just want to change the engine. You look... Well, I'm not sure if... I'm going to do for both. This is just to keep them. This may well have a good train already, but just to make sure. Keep them up to date. There you go. What speed is that going? 95 kilometers an hour. That's fantastic. Because these are the old tracks. Like I say, we're only in 1913. So that's a hell of a thing this time. And what's the story here? Do we have any people? Oh my goodness, yes we do. And the other train? You're just taking two people, oh right. So that's a kind of waste of money. But if the town keeps growing and everything will be prepared. That's the good thing. Now, these little guys here, line 2, I think I can upgrade these trucks. I got 30 of them, my goodness. Line 2 cargo. What are they taking? I don't know. You need to take all cargo. And there we go. We got nice little trucks. This place is producing so well. It's producing so much stuff. It's not being taken away. I mean, I assume these guys are all taken away a full amount. These can take 7, yeah. Well, again, 237 out of 266. I mean, it's doing pretty well. So is this one. And it's growing all the time. The same down here, 235 out of 269, 231 out of 270. How is this thing doing now? Is it producing more? Doesn't really seem to be. Oh, that's strange. It's still not receiving enough. Ah, that's why. There's not enough. Line 9 needs to be upgraded. Let's say line 9, I've got 14. So let's got 24. But what I really want to do is change them all for this thing that accepts all cargo. There you go, and that should speed this up. Because again, this is overflowing here. There you go, guys. Clear that platform. That's what I want to see. So that's wonderful. This thing is really doing its job. It's actually almost up to full blast here. This can't go much further. And there we go. See, we've got more planks coming in. And this, which line is it that's taking the things? Line 11. Line 11 is the pink line, got 25. Let's change these for this. Again, this is the good thing when you've only got a few lines to keep an eye on. I kind of keep saying the same thing. Because you can really keep an eye on everything. If I had 4 towns or 5 towns, I just wouldn't be able to manage everything. I forget about half the stuff, you know, and then what happens is I realize there's some production line in the year 2018 and they're still using stagecoaches because I haven't checked them for so long. How about these guys? Maybe I can upgrade their There's 3 lines here, 7, 8, and 18. Okay, let's do 7. We're investing a lot of money back in here. 7, 8, this is upgrading a lot of things. And the other one was 18, I think. 18 as well. We're gonna there. Now that should. The only problem is the amount of traffic on the roads here. It's kind of crazy, but it seems to be moving. Seems to be moving well. I'm not very good at organizing these drop-off points. I know you can put like attaching roads out of the back here or the sides, and you can probably make this movement a little better. Coming in here, going out there. I don't know. We can see it's starting to bottleneck. Let's have a crack at this. Maybe if I put something out the back here, could I make it easier? Let's do a little experiment. What road is this? There, I don't know, is that going to make your life easier? You can just go in and spin around and go back, no? Nobody seems to want to do it. Nobody wants to go that way. Why, guys? Why don't you want to go that way? Suppose I did this before and it seemed to work out. Suppose I do that. Oh my God, don't come from this way. You're supposed to... Yeah, you either come this way or well, they don't seem to like that idea. Here though, you can see now we're doing this sawmill is at maximum now. It's pushing up planks as hard as it can. You can't really get much better than this here. It's full on. Don't know what happens when you get to here. I don't know if it upgrades anymore or it seems to have already upgraded. I guess the thing then is you just need another sawmill. That'll be a problem for me because I don't have any more. I mean, I've got one, but it's in the other town. Wow, there's no build up here at all. How many? 241, 220. I haven't checked this. This is kind of more straightforward because it's just bringing. Am I bringing it from both? Yeah. And then it's going here. Oh, it's like the other town. It's got a big overflow of the stuff. Line 4. Line 4, let's upgrade them. Line 4. Give you another 530. Again, that's kind of as good as you can get here, and it means if the town grows, they're going to have a supply there. I would imagine this is, maybe it can upgrade once more, but again, it's nearly at full capacity. And I've got my 2 quarries working here. So yeah, and I've got a kind of bus line in here as well. A bus line, that reminds me, I need to upgrade the buses here. I think I've got some very old looking. Oh God, stop there. Line 6. I got 40 buses. Line 6 passengers. There we go. Very busy town. There's going to be a hell of a lot of noise here. People are not going to like it too much. I'm probably going to get, that's going to cause a problem, the emissions. But I don't care. I tell you what I do care about though is this road. It's like, this is the only road I have joining these towns. It's okay at the moment, but that's not going to be enough. So when roads become when roads become available a little later on, I'm going to really have to try and do something. Maybe even put a road on the other side with bridges. 32 minutes. I'm gonna pause the recording for a moment. You won't know though, because it's just going to be paused. I'm back. That was a pause. Anyway, where are we? So yes, I'm probably just going to do an hour and then I can leave it. So I guess there's some people, this map of just 2 towns like this and the industries needed, not really difficultly I can't say that, can I? Not placed in difficult areas, and so people may think, well, this is stupid, there's no challenge, why would you want to do this? But sometimes if I'm playing this type of game, I want a challenge, and then other times I don't. I want to try and see how other mechanics work, and right now I want to see how things will work in towns that grow populations over 1,000, and I'm looking forward to trying to deal with the roads, because there won't be anybody going anywhere else. There is just these 2 places, and so I'm kind of envisaging maybe bringing roads around here, having a one-way road going here, and then maybe another road going across the river and around here. I want to see, what happens eventually with these towns if you keep supplying them with what they need. How big can the towns get? Eventually, is it going to be the case that these factories here, which they're kind of reaching capacity now. Maybe they simply won't be able to produce any higher quantities of goods, and when you get to that point, perhaps your town won't be able to grow anymore. And as you can see from this map, I don't have lots of different tool factories. For instance, I've got one here and one here. That's all. I don't have any others around. The same with the construction material plant. I've got one there and one here, and that's it. So I have a limit to the supply I can produce. I can also see from looking here that there's quite a, well, actually most of that traffic is mine. Most of the traffic is my lorries and things. Let me, who are you? Line 5, okay. I have to upgrade line 5. Where are you? Here. Oh my god, I've got 40 of these. I got such a fantastic bus service for my people. And again, this is the great thing about just having the two different towns, because you can really just concentrate on upgrading slowly but surely your town without, kind of like I say, if you've got lots of stuff to keep an eye on, you might find that you're still using horses and carts here halfway into the 20th century. So if I click on towns here, I've got one, which is the one I'm in, I believe, has gone over 900. The other one is 883. And the public transport really should be quite good, because like I've just said, I've got 40 buses going around. I've got 20 buses going from one town to the other, and I've got 40 buses in the other town. So it's 1,700 in each. But the people owning cars is growing all the time. And then as regards the supply of things, well, that's 100% of these tools, and a very high percentage of the tools here, high percentage of the building materials. Can't really do any better than that. The other thing I'd like to do is, I may try that now, I'd like to set up a little what would you call it, a boat route, passenger harbour. It's a bit tricky here because I don't know how I'm gonna get, let's see if I can get this, for instance, can I get this road just to come down like that? Will that work? Not really. How do I attach this thing? It might not be possible. How about I can't do that? Nope. I can't do that. It doesn't look like it's possible. Unless I built some kind of a tunnel. How about that? Can that work? No. So perhaps there is no way of doing that. I might try it some other time. All I really need to do now is keep an eye on, it's 1920, keep an eye on this. See, there's new vehicles that come all the time. And just make sure I keep upgrading everything. Which reminds me, I haven't really upgraded anything over here. There's a lot of action going on here. There's a lot of guys taking wood, wood, I think, and then the planks. 12, 13, 14, 15. Let's see. Let's go for all cargo. 13. 14. And 15. All right, they're all upgraded. Oh boy. Bit worried about things getting. There's so much activity there. Can I make it bigger? I don't know how this works. I don't know if that's going to make anybody drive a different way or anything. See, that really is busy. Problem there is I'm having everything dropped off in the one spot. I got 4 lines, which is basically, there's 3 different forests, and I've got all the forests dropping off in this one spot. And really what I should have done was put more drop-off points. For instance, here I've got this green line, which is what? Line 14, yeah. Maybe I can do that now if I put, it's line 14. So let's move line 14 to this one. Can I do that? Line 14. Add station. There. And that's connected to that. That may take away some of the heat from here. And I can also do, what's this? Oh, that's this short line here, which is line 13. So let's see if I can do the same thing with line 13. Take away that and then add station. So that's line 13 is coming here now and dropping off the wood. That means there's less activity here. I've got one line going in there, but that should be okay. These other guys are just going straight out the back way across the bridge. That worked pretty well. And again, this thing is almost maxed out. Like the other one, it's it can't really go any faster. It can't produce any more planks. That sawmill, full capacity. That may mean actually that unless maybe my town is getting to the point that they won't be able to grow anymore, because I won't be able to supply. I'm getting to the point of not being able to produce any more than what it is now. If you know what I mean. One town, 889. What's that? That's the other one. Oh, I've got some big building here. It's the first one. $270, $260. That's good. Yeah, it's going to be fun when all the cars start to try and drive between one town and the next. How are we doing here? 116 million money-wise. I'm doing pretty well. I don't have. I've got hardly anybody. And I've got all my buses taking everybody. I'm very proud of my bus service. So many buses. So many buses. So my railway system seems to be well able to cope with the people at the moment. I've got two pretty big trains running. They're as up to date as I can get here. And 49 people, 50 people waiting, they're all going to be collected. So yeah, there's no need to expand the rail service. Now I'm looking at very small little cars here. Where, did I see something really small? Or no? Yeah, I did. What are you guys doing? Line 16. Well, 40. Okay, guys. I think I can tell you, well, at the moment, just look at the amount of traffic going through the town. It's all my trucks and buses. I mean, it's a wash with little green trucks. I know as things go on, you end up getting bigger trucks and maybe you don't need to use as many. it would also be the case that perhaps, although I didn't think about it at the beginning, that, you know, when you're dropping off stuff, you find a way of dropping stuff off without driving your trucks all the way to the town, although that's kind of, I mean, that's very tricky if you're coming from if you're coming from off over here. But ideally, that would be the thing. If you didn't have to drive an army of trucks through your town every hour, our citizens don't like that. And of course, what's going to happen sooner rather than later here, I feel, is that the traffic is going to get to the point where all my trucks will be in a traffic jam. They'll be in a traffic jam, and then they won't be able to deliver anything. But my goal for this was basically just pass 1,000 in each town, and I think I'm going to do that because it's only 1924, and I've got to 895, 942, and we can do airports now. That might be interesting. Maybe I can do an airport. I like airports. An airport near this stop here would be good. What airports can I use? Have I got at my disposal? Just the small ones, I think. Passenger airfield, 1 runway. Okay, let's do that. Since I've only got 2 towns, there's only a need for 2 airports. Everything's going very slow. Problem here is let's see, where can I put this? I guess it doesn't want to be too near the people. How about there? Okay, it's still pretty damn near, but I think this is where you need to connect it. Yeah, you've got, it's the terminal there. Seriously? Of course you can join up there, come on. And then I'm just going to put it out to here. And what should I put there? Just a bus stop or another terminal? I'm gonna put that there. I don't even need to join that up. I think they can get to it. Where's the bus line here? What is it? Is it pink? I don't know. 5, is that buses? It is. So line 5. Line 5 needs a new station here. Huh? Can't do it. Could not connect all stations. Why? Make sure Muslim bus station is connected to the street. Oh, okay. I guess it must mean this thing, they want this to be connected. I'm going to go straight in here and knock out a house. Boom. So let's try line 5. Add a station. I added 2 stations. Alright. There you go. That's going to bring lots of people here. And up here, same thing. We've got a nice space here. No. Oh, fuck. Keep doing that. Keep pressing the wrong button. How about it like that? It's going to be a bit noisy for the people, I know. But I'm going to leave it like that. And again, we're just going to put the road here. It's going to hook up everything. I'm going to just bring that in here, knock out a few buildings. I'm going to wait to do that because I've got my connect that there. And then got to join the bus route. What's the bus here? Is it 6? Yeah, I think this is the bus for here, isn't it? Orange. Okay, line 6. Add station. Excellent. So when the people land here and they go here, they may well take the bus back to here to fly back to the town they just came from. And we gotta buy some planes, passenger planes. Wow, look at this, we got nothing, just these 2. This can take just 5 people. Let's take 3. Oops, not 36. Fuck. Let's just take 3. Haven't set up the airline yet. New line. That airport to that airport. The people here, they're really not going to like all the noise, because it is noise that torments everybody. They're not going to like the noise here. This looks pretty cool. I think we're going to do good business here. Of course, what I want to do now is I want to go on a flight. "59 minutes. I'm going to have to stop. I feel sick. Oh God. Oh Jesus, I'm glad I'm not flying in this for real. Got a crash. I don't know whether it's going super slow or if things are starting to lag a bit. What does it look like here? Oh my goodness. Yeah. Don't think I'd like to fly in one of those. So here are we coming straight into land? That'd be cool. There we are, excellent. That was just luck. I didn't set it up like that, but that's pretty cool. It's a direct line. And it is now, as we auto-save, an hour has passed, so I must close down this broadcast because it's difficult to upload things longer than an hour. Just before I close off, let's see. Is anybody waiting here yet? No? Doesn't look like it now. Again, I think we should do. This is a really nice place for the bus to stop, and then they just have to cross this road and they're there. Anyway, for now I will say goodbye and hope that the sound and everything was okay on this. So yes, goodbye.